You don't need to go to Niagara Falls when you can eat some fried balls.
What's going on, NASCAR Diecast collectors and Diecast viewers on YouTube? Welcome back to another episode of the NASCAR Diecast News, hosted by me, Original Big Bri. As always, I'm bringing you guys your weekly NASCAR Diecast news throughout each and every month till the very start and end of the 2016 NASCAR Diecast season. Holy crap, guys, I can't believe this is our third episode already for Season 6. 2016 Diecasts are swiping in left to right from it's just, man, we're getting lots of Diecast already in this month of February. First episode on February 2016, which, as you guys know, that is Daytona 500 month, so I know we're all excited for Daytona Speed Weeks and the 500 coming up as well to kick off this next new season of NASCAR racing, as most of us are hopefully looking forward to it after, you know, all the rule changes and Tony Stewart's injury, which everybody here on the NASCAR Diecast News, we wish him, you know, the best recovery, and man, that's just a horrible way to go down, you know, for your final season in NASCAR. But anyways, back onto the diecast size, we got ourselves a lot of new 2016 diecasts that are now in stock at our good friends at Plan B Sales and or Casey Diecast, or any of your local diecast dealers. And we do got, of course, more 2016 pre-orders. Not really much, but some to showcase for this episode. No canceled diecast, so we can move on from there. And we do have more news from NASCAR Authentics. The third episode in a row, guys. We got more news in NASCAR Authentics, guys. This is absolutely phenomenal. I think at this rate, we might have a section for NASCAR Authentics for the NASCAR Diecast News show. But yeah, we got some more cars to show you guys for the Lost Wave, which we forgot to show you on the last episode. And we got some more information for Wave 3 of Lionel Racing's NASCAR Authentics. And you know what, guys? I am looking forward to all this information and more. But we're going to go ahead and start off with the start of this NASCAR Diecast News episode. But before we do that, guys, we're going to take a look at last week's episode of the NASCAR Diecast News 141. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, so welcome to the NASCAR Diecast News, and here on the NASCAR Diecast News, we are going to kick things off with the newly released diecast from our good friends at Plan B Sales and or K-State Diecast. And like I said, you can also find these diecasts at the two diecast shops that we recommend, Plan B Sales and K-State Diecast, or any of your local diecast dealers, whoever has them first, you know. I mean, it's always good to support your local diecast dealers if you have some nearby me. Near your houses and all of that stuff, wonderful stuff. But we're gonna go ahead and start off with reviewing the 164s as always. So the first one up is Davey Allison's 1985 23 Miller American Classic car. This is a car that was released for that has now been released for the I think they still call these the classic cars. I mean the classic NASCAR Classics line. Even though the box doesn't really say, it's just a generic Lionel Racing box. But you know, for any retro old school fans out there that were a big fan of Davey Allison and this Miller American car, this is probably one heck of a nice car to get right here. This is basically more approach to, all the old school NASCAR fans out there. When it was around in the 1980s. So, yeah, now we're going to get on to the Casey Kane Farmers Insurance 2016 car. This is more 2016 cars that came out. But yeah, the Farmers Insurance car really hasn't really changed that much, I still like this scheme regardless. I do have the 2015 Spin Master car with me, and I still like this scheme, I know a lot of people want to see, paint scheme changes, every year, but that's got to be pretty hard for some sponsors to change. But, this car is alright. At least it's on the EL mode, which I don't know if last year's was on the EL mode or PTC mode, but, gotta love this EL mode, Diecast. And speaking of EL mode, all the Ford Denny Hamlin cars, his FedEx Express, FedEx Freight, FedEx Ground, and FedEx Office cars, so the good old FedEx card, are all now released. As you guys do remember last week, his 124s, all of them were released, and now you can get your hands on 164s. And I think these are going to be a much more way to go right here. Yes, I know that they are the same as last year's, but you gotta love this Hamlin scheme. Even if you don't like Denny Hamlin, you have to admit, FedEx, I'm glad that they brought this scheme back for another year, and even best part, they are on the EL molds, guys. We talked about how the EL Toyotas were going to return for this year, and looks like Lionel Racing did it right there. And they also did it to Kyle Busch's number 18 Interstate Batteries car, another Joe Gibbs Racing car, your 2015 NASCAR Sprint Cup Series champion, Kyle Busch. Another car that is relatively similar like last year's, but yeah, that is really cool right there. So yeah, go for any rowdy fans out there, this is definitely the car to get right here to start your day up. Just get it, batteries. Okay, I'm done with the puns for this episode. Good night, y'all. We got some more EL Toyota cars. The Dollar General Matt Kenseth car. I'm sure Matt Kenseth has a lot of fans this year, after his little stunt he had with Joey Logano. So, welcome back, Matt Kenseth. Hopefully 2016 will be another fresh year for the Dollar General boys. And, boy, oh boy, this car looks very nice with that EL mold Toyota, I am really looking forward to get this car, possibly the DeWalt USA car when that comes out as well, which should be on the EL mold. Overall, I'm really liking these EL mold Toyotas, after seeing the results we had last year with some of the cars that we had, like Matt DiBenedetto's Dustless Plastic and Kyle Busch Skittles. So tell me what you guys think. Are you guys just as pumped as I am for these EL Toyotas that we finally got our hands on for the 2016 NASCAR Diecast Toyotas? So yeah, we got ourselves another car that looks relatively similar like last year's, the Jimmy Johnson Cobalt Tools car. Like I said, I still like this car. I don't think this car has a matte finish to it, unlike last year's, but still a relatively nice car. I think it would look nice with a matte finish, to be honest, because the black and the gray. I don't know if they've made the black and matte. That would look really freaking nice, but I think it's just a regular glossy finish. So yeah. And probably this is the only paint scheme change that we have for this release for the 2016 Diecast, and it is Dale Earnhardt Jr.'s 88 Nationwide Insurance car. And this was another car that is going to be possibly, I'm already counting it right here, probably is going to be one of the best-selling cars for this year, because as you guys know, the 88 Nationwide car from last year was the #1 selling Diecast for last year, because heck, that car, won at Daytona, the Daytona Night Race and the Talladega Race. Nationwide got a lot of big bucks when Junior won those speedways. So who knows, will we see this car in Victory Lane at Daytona 500 or Talladega? Lord only knows to tell. And if we do, we're probably going to see some 164 race wins, because everybody loves some Dale Jr. Diecast, you know what I mean? But overall, I do like this 88 Nationwide car. It is a different change to it. I think it looks relatively a little bit better than last year's. I know some people do prefer last year's car than this, but I don't know, I'm kind of digging this, and plus it has that Buddy Baker look to it, Dale Jr. said when Buddy Baker died, you know, he wanted to represent tribute in his nationwide car this year. So I think that's a good reason why he should get this car, you know, because like I said, most of Dale Jr.'s cars for this year has some sort of valuable meaning to them. Yeah, we're going to briefly go over the 124s, probably the race wins. So let's see right here, we got ourselves another classic car. This is the Jeff Gordon 1995. Oh goodness, that was the year I was born. Darlington race win, you guys know. I mean, Darlington's always been such a big race. I mean, before they had the Darlington throwback stuff and all that, it was called the Southern 500. Yeah, I mean, but I'm sure this was a very memorable win. I can't really remember too much on what happened in the 1995 Darlington race that Jeff Gordon won in. But if you guys do have any comments about that race, feel free to let me know, and we'll learn some, we'll share some history throughout this episode of the NASCAR Diecast News. And I mean, yeah, what we can say right here, we got some defending championship winner Kyle Busch. His Crispy M&M's Kentucky race win. As you guys know, they did ran on that new aero package at Darlington and Kentucky. I saw the Darlington race, but I didn't saw the Kentucky race. But this was yet another race where Kyle Busch is having his hot streak, which got him into, you know, the chase, unfortunately. But you know, I've heard it was a good race, the Kentucky race win, and you know, they're repaving the Kentucky track this year, so who knows, might be good or might be not. Kentucky's one of those tracks that, you know, a lot of people have mixed feelings about. But this was a different win, to say the least. I mean, I mean, it's not really surprising seeing JGR car winning at Kentucky, because even when Logano drove the for JGR, I mean, he was good at that track. Actually, I think that was actually his first win he got. I was at that race. Oh god. But anyways, yeah, the Crispy M&M's Kentucky race win, pretty nice looking race win. I mean, it looks a little more different than his Sonoma win. So, you know, if you like some variety for your Kyle Busch cars, this is probably the car to get right here. And overall, I mean, wow, just a bunch of 2016 cars, guys, and we got more to show you guys as, you know, these news go on right here. But, you know, I'm not going to really go too big any details on the pre-orders, but all I can say is for that Ty Dillon Cheerios Kroger car, and both me and David Land have called this car out, and I want you guys to tell me in the comments, how much of a percent chance do you think this car will make it? Because we really think that this car probably has a good 99% chance this car will get canceled. I'll be pretty bombarded and shocked if this car actually makes MOQ, if Cheerios or Kroger decides to actually buy this car. But I don't know, I mean, I feel like, you know, the other two cars that, like this, the other two cars in this pre-order list, like the Stenhouse Pass and all, I think that might barely make it. Same with the Michael McDowell Premium Racing car. But I can guarantee that Ty Dillon Kroger Cheerios car is definitely canceled no matter what. Man. Haven't had luck last year with the Ty Dillon Cheerios car, and then heck, the Austin Dillon Cheerios 124 got canceled this year. So, you know, that's just an assumption, but you know, you may never know what's going to happen. But yeah, like I said, no canceled diecast for this episode, guys. So you guys can, you know, take a good relief from the canceled diecast. So we're gonna move on now to the NASCAR Authentics news, which I know many of you guys are really looking forward to that. Which we always save the best news for last. So NASCAR Authentics. We're gonna get off with the Spin Master news. With our luck, guys, as soon as we uploaded last episode of the NASCAR Diecast news, there was more news to show for you know, for Spin Master NASCAR Authentics. So these pictures were originally going to be on last week's video, but let's just say the news came out a little bit later as soon as we uploaded the video. But these two cars are apparently with the Lost Wave, which I reviewed on the last episode of the NASCAR Diecast news. But we got ourselves the Jimmy Johnson Texas 2014, not the ugly 2015 Texas Lowe's Red Vest car, the Jimmy Johnson 2014 Texas race win car. And man, man, that car actually looks very nice. I mean, I give props to Spin Master for giving me some variety. You know, I mean, they offered us, you know, the Jimmy Johnson 2015 Lowe's car. Now they are offering us that. So, you know, I mean, if you're a big fan of that Lowe's Red Vest car, I would probably recommend getting this car. And man, what can I say? You know, red's a pretty good looking color. I was trying to make a really bad pun there, but yeah. And also, if you guys have not seen already, let's just say Spin Master has done it again. They made yet another exclusive car, which that's just one thing I'm gonna miss about Spin Master. I know Lionel Authentics does it too, but man, I am going to be really on the hunt for looking this car, the Regan Smith Swap for Men car. Oh my goodness, guys. I mean, we had this car canceled last year, and we also had the Justin Allgaier car that got canceled last year. So, guys, if you guys have always wanted a swap car for, you know, Regan Smith, possibly Justin Allgaier, then this is probably the car to get right here. I mean, I am definitely looking forward to this car 100% because you guys know, I mean, for many guys out there, I am a huge fan of exclusive diecasts, especially when they get canceled. And I just love how NASCAR Authentics does this, you know, I mean, so big props, you know. I highly doubted that this was ever going to happen, you know, because, you know, when they pick the NASCAR Xfinity series, you know, they usually pick up guys. I mean, yeah, we did have Chase Elliott, and, you know, we had Danica Patrick car that came out, like, way earlier, like in 2012. Nationwide series. We had Trevor Bayne and Joey Logano. So there was some variety, but you know, I mean, I would have never thought we would have got a Regan Smith NASCAR Authentics car. So Spin Master really went out with a bang on this car. And I mean, if you see this car, don't miss out. This car definitely is going to be one hard car to find in the future, I guarantee it. But yeah, guys, I mean, not really too much else to say about Spin Master. I mean, there's a lot of people denying that, you know, Spin Master is done, but guys, I hate to say it, Spin Master is done, guys. Lionel Racing has bought them out, and I'm assuming this is the final wave. You guys can call it whatever you want, the Lost Wave Part 2. I'm assuming this is probably now the 5th wave, because we do have 7 cars in this wave, so I'm assuming this is the official 5th wave. Spin Master send-off is final, guys. So, Tell me guys, what's your overall opinion of Spin Master? Do you guys think he did a decent job, or, you know, do you think it was for the best for Lionel Racing to come get them? I mean, overall, guys, I think Spin Master did a decent job. You know, they started off, you know, not as strong as Lionel has, which we're going to get into very shortly. You know, but they came a long way with the packaging-wise. I know they've been really big on the delays for quite a while now, but, you know, at least we gave them a try, and, you know, I mean, we're going to see some more advancements from NASCAR Authentics. So Spin Master, you did a good job, but, you know, stick to your freaking, you know, air hogs and all your other toys that you do. Leave the NASCAR Diecast to Lionel Racing. So I love the collector boxes, but yeah, it's much more better quality for Lionel Racing. Speak of the devil, guys, we got some Lionel Racing cars. I mean, oh my goodness, guys. If none of you guys haven't got Wave 1 or Wave 2, boy oh boy, guys, you're going to be missing out, because Lionel Racing today has announced the 3rd wave. This is absolutely incredible, guys. I mean, Wave 1 came out in December, and then Wave 2 came out in January, and now we have Wave 3 in February. I mean, Lionel's being really consistent with these waves. And I can say right here, guys, that first of all, we don't have any canceled cars that are on this. However, though, Lionel Racing has surprised us with 2 cars that I'm going to go ahead and mention right off the bat. We got 2 exclusive race wins that are only in the 164s that Lionel has never made until this very day right here. The Kevin Harvick Jimmy John's Phoenix win car is going to be in this wave, and oh my god, guys, what can I say? This is absolutely crazy right here. I mean, this gives us so much hope for Lionel Racing to produce more 164 race wins, because a lot of people have complained, they're like, you know, that they made a lot of Dale Jr. race wins, and, you know, they already made the Joey Logano race win, Daytona 500 car. So seeing that this car being made in 164, For the retail, I mean, that's freaking incredible. This is definitely a must to get right here. You know, this is the one where you know, Kevin Harvick had that infamous burnout, and oh my God, guys, this Jimmy John's car. I would highly recommend getting this car over his regular cars. You know, if you run into Spin Masters, Jimmy John's chase car, or whatever it is, definitely pick this car up way more because of the retail it has. And just, I'm really, I think I am going to review those cars when those come out, because those are looking very nice. And the other one is one I'm really excited about, is Martin Truex Jr.'s Pocono Win car. Wow, guys. Oh my God, I mean, this guy was definitely a long shot right here. I mean, I'm glad they made his 124 last year, but I would have never thought they would have made a 164 race win. I know you guys are wondering, like, oh Brian, how do you know this car has confetti and all that stuff in it? It could be like Spin Master, like what they did. Well, guys, I mean, if you look at the Kevin Harvick car, they do have confetti marks on it, so I'm assuming this Truex car is going to have, you know, I don't think it's going to have molded out damage, but I'm assuming it's going to have, you know, the scrapes on the left side of the car, or actually the right side of the car where you hit the wall at Pocono. Those little black and white scrapes he got from the wall. But I'm really looking forward to this car because Truex Jr. is like my third favorite driver in NASCAR. I followed him ever since he was in DEI, so for any Truex fans out there, or you know, for any guys who are looking for rare diecast, this is going to be another one to get because it's one of those small teams, and it's a race win 164. I mean, this is incredible, guys. I mean, I don't really know what to say these, but I think these two diecasts right here are definitely the cars that will definitely outshine this wave. For the rest of these cars, you know, I mean, first of all these cars, I mean, this whole wave right here is all Chevys, which definitely, I mean, I know many people are not too happy about that. You know, I hope we get some Toyotas soon, maybe. I mean, we got lucky with one Ford last wave with the Joey Logano Daytona car. But I've seen a lot of people being dissatisfied with these other cars that they have, especially the Dale Jr. Chase car, you know. But you guys remember, the reason why they have a Dale Jr. car every wave is because it's going to sell. So I understand why they have a Dale Jr. Chase car. You know, I mean, it's kind of cool. We get a new banner right there that shows Dale Jr. and the Challenger 16 round and all that. So that's decent right there. Can't really say too much about it, but you know, that's you know, I mean, you know, when people see Junior, you know, they're gonna grab those diecasts because I saw how fast the U-Shine and Passion Fruit cars went. So I'm sure this is gonna be another hot seller. Despise people are not gonna like it. Let's see, the Jimmy Johnson Dante throwback cars. So you know, Lionel releasing more Dante throwback cars. And lots of people are pretty dissatisfied that they, you know, are releasing the Johnson cars. Because a lot of people want to see, you know, Menards or, you know, Bowmans. And, I mean, I don't know, guys. I mean, from this, it looks like we might get a Dante car or two, probably at least two Dante cars each wave, which is pretty cool. But, I don't know, guys. I mean, I hope it surprises. Maybe they could do Kyle Larson's, but I still think there's some licensing rights to go with that from Coca-Cola. So, I don't know. But yeah, the Jimmy Johnson Lowe's Dante car, don't really have to say too much about it. You know, it's one of those throwback cars that is, you know, it's like, what's that even doing there? You know, it's not really a throwback. It's just a throwback to a Lowe's. So yeah, the Kurt Busch Haas car. You know, if you guys did miss out on this car, the Haas dog, it's a throwback car. I would recommend getting it. You know, and if you do like collecting those magnets, I guess that's cool. You got yourself a little Johnson throwback magnet collection. But I think the only way I can see this you guys getting is probably if you guys missed out. And if you guys actually notice that there are Monster logos on it, so I'm really surprised that this car has Monster logos on it, because as you guys remember, this is sold at the retail line, you know, where Hot Wheels and Matchbox are. So I'm thinking this car could raise some controversy if some parents, you know, find, you know, a Monster logo. The Monster logo's on this car. I mean, you can just barely see it. I mean, it's right above the headlight, the little black dot you see right there. That's a Monster logo, and it's right under the H where the red and gray are. It's like literally right on the gray by the red number. So yeah, that's gonna raise some controversy right there. And let's see, the last one for this wave we got. Sorry, I went like in a little mishmash, but if you know your drivers in NASCAR, you'll know what car I'm talking about. The Casey Kane Aquafina car, and this is a definitely different car. As you guys take a look, we got a different. Looks like it might be either a magnet. I think it looks like a magnet by the shape of it because, you know, it has rounded sides on each corner, so I'm assuming that's probably going to be a magnet. You know, I might get this card. You know, the Aquafina card was one of the best, probably my favorite Casey Kane card for this year, even though I'm not really a big fan of Casey Kane, but yeah, I mean, this card definitely looked nice, even though it crashed a Pocono with like only 3 or 4 laps so it was kind of an epic fail, you know, because this car was supposed to be the Pepsi car, and then you know, Aquafina, who is owned by PepsiCo, decided to sponsor instead of Pepsi, because, you know, Pepsi wanted to sponsor with Gordon because it was his final season, so totally understand that. But you know, I think this car definitely will be mostly worth it, but I can definitely see why people are pretty kind of dissatisfied. But if you ever didn't get the chance to get the Aquafina card, this is the card right here. Overall, guys, Wave 3 looks really exciting. I would highly recommend getting those 2 race wins as soon as you can. As soon as you find them on the shelves, guys, I mean, feel free to send us a picture and we can get some more in-close depth views on these cards. And hopefully I'll have some luck in my Target at Walmart, and maybe I'll provide you guys some reviews for Wave 3 if we get lucky, or for the Lost Wave as well. I plan to do possibly a Spin Master send-off video. I might do like a history of Spin Master, you know, of everything they accomplished and what more's to come. I'll probably tell you guys more info on our Instagram account and probably more on my Facebook, and mostly on Instagram because I'm on there a lot. But other than that, guys, this has been the NASCAR Diecast News. I hope you guys enjoyed this video series. As always, guys, please leave this video a good comment, like it if you guys haven't already. I highly encourage you guys to check out the NASCAR Diecast News and subscribe for more any NASCAR Diecast news out there. I mean, pretty soon, guys, I think we're going to have the top 10 NASCAR Diecast return because we have more than 10 Diecasts. So expect that to make a return, guys, at the end of this month, and any more from there. But yeah, guys, we'll see you guys next time here on the next episode of the NASCAR Diecast News for any more of your latest NASCAR Diecast news to come. And until we meet again, guys, so long for now, everybody.